What if silence is not emptiness, but a portal? Have you ever wondered why you feel restless in silence, as if something is calling from within? Carl Jung once said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." What happens when you stop talking, stop consuming, and simply sit with yourself? In silence, something stirs beneath the surface, something ancient, something you have been avoiding. Why are we so afraid of silence? Is it possible that silence is the mirror of the unconscious, reflecting the parts of ourselves we refuse to see? Jung believed that the unconscious is not just a storage of repressed memories, but the source of creativity, wisdom, and true transformation. But how can you hear the unconscious if you never allow yourself to enter the realm of silence? In our noisy world, we believe that constant stimulation will save us from ourselves. But what if it is silence that can save us from the noise within? Imagine sitting alone in a room with nothing but your breath, the hum of the universe, and the quiet voice of your soul. What would you hear? Jung said, "Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart." What stands between you and that clarity? Is it fear? Is it the constant urge to prove yourself, to be seen, to be heard by others, while your own soul is starving for your attention? Have you ever noticed that your greatest insights come in moments of quiet? Why is that? Silence is not empty. Silence is pregnant with the symbols of your unconscious. Jung often explored silence in the context of the individuation process, the journey of becoming who you truly are. Are you on that journey, or are you lost in the voices of others? Are you living your story, or are you an actor in a play written by society? In silence, the masks begin to fall. The ego is terrified of silence because in silence, it loses control. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Have you ever considered that your constant busyness is a way to avoid the confrontation with yourself? In silence, your shadow speaks. Are you ready to hear what it has to say? What if the anxiety you feel is a call to return to yourself, to listen, to feel, to be? In silence, your wounds will speak. They will show themselves not to punish you, but to be healed. Can you sit with your wounds in silence, without running away, without numbing, without judging? Silence is the womb of transformation. It is the place where the old self dies and the new self is born. Jung taught that transformation is not comfortable, but it is necessary. Do you want comfort, or do you want freedom? Silence is the gateway to freedom. The noise of the world will always be there, but silence is your true home. Why are you afraid to go home? In silence, you will meet yourself, and in that meeting, you will remember who you truly are. You will remember your dreams, your forgotten desires, your buried creativity, your deep wisdom. Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Are you ready to claim that privilege? Are you willing to give yourself the gift of silence? Or will you continue to run, to escape, to hide behind distractions? Your soul is calling. In silence, you can hear its voice. What would happen if you listened? What would happen if you sat in silence for 1 hour every day? What would happen if you allowed your dreams to guide you, your intuition to lead you, your soul to speak to you? Jung believed that silence is where the symbols of the unconscious can rise to the surface, bringing healing and integration. You cannot force transformation, but you can create the conditions for it. Silence is that condition. It is not passive. It is active surrender, Are you ready to surrender? Are you ready to let go of control and allow your true self to emerge? In silence, you will discover your fears, but you will also discover your courage. You will discover your wounds, but you will also discover your capacity to heal. You will discover your shadow, but you will also discover your light. Silence will strip away the illusions, the stories you have told yourself, the identities you have clung to. In the rawness of silence, your essence is revealed. Jung said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." Are you ready to face your darkness, to embrace it, to learn from it? In silence, your darkness speaks in symbols, in dreams, in images that arise from the deep. Are you willing to listen to these messages, to decode their meaning, to allow them to transform you? You cannot think your way to wholeness. You must feel your way, listen your way, and silence is the language of the soul. In a world addicted to noise, silence is rebellion. It is the rebellion that leads to liberation. Will you dare to rebel? Will you dare to sit with yourself in silence and meet the unknown within? What are you truly seeking in your life? Validation, success, approval, love? What if what you are seeking is already within you, waiting for you in silence? Jung believed that the outer journey is a reflection of the inner journey. What is your outer life reflecting to you right now? Is it chaos, noise, confusion? What does your soul want to say to you through these reflections? In silence, you will hear the answers. But you must be willing to ask the questions. You must be willing to wait. Silence teaches patience, presence, and deep listening. Are you ready to learn these lessons? In the silence of your own being, you will find your path. You will find your truth. You will find your power. This is the power of silence, a power that does not scream, a power that does not demand, a power that simply is, a power that transforms you from the inside out. Jung said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." In silence, you can choose. In silence, you can become. Will you choose to enter the silence? Will you choose to awaken? Will you choose to become who you truly are? This is your invitation. This is your moment. This is the power of silence.